Right, Rich.
Hello!
Hello, Mr. Frog. We're doing an episode of Community.
Yes, finally.
Community Season 1. And we've got a plan, haven't we, Rich?
We have a plan.
So we're going to do 6 videos, each video representing a season of Community.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to write the Community movie.
6 vids and a film.
Right, you know for a fact that's not the hashtag. Right, before we started this, me and Richie decided, okay, let's ask people to write in the comments, hashtag 6 videos and a movie. And Richie just said it wrong, so you know people are going to write the wrong one now.
I know, it's chaos, isn't it? Great. I love that.
So, Season 1 of Community was a bit different to the rest of the show.
Yeah, it didn't have a chance to be weird yet.
Characters aren't as wicked, are they?
No.
If we're writing an episode of Season 1, we're best sticking to the formula that they did, which was, we have a solid A-plot with Jeff, and then a much weaker B-plot.
Yeah, with the rest of the crew.
We've already got an A-plot for Jeff. He's trying to impress Britta. What was your idea, man?
Oh, so a known revolutionary or like a very popular protester is arrested for shooting a policeman.
Yeah, Sarah Gardner, the name you gave her. Sarah Gardner shot a policeman.
The news breaks to the table and Bruce is not there yet, and they don't know anything other than she shot a cop. Shirley's like, I love her videos, and then Jeff's like, she's clearly evil. She uses social media to back up her own little claims about her spreading peace, when in reality she just wants likes.
Already this is very Jeff, because I know we're about to flip-flop as Britta walks into the room.
And then as soon as he finishes that, Britta walks in with like save Sarah Gardner or free Sarah Gardner top. And she's like, I can't believe it. Did you see the news? And then Jeff's like, oh my god, yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing what she did.
Can the t-shirt be a free Nelson Mandela t-shirt, but Nelson's being crossed out?
Oh my god, that's so bitter.
Just got Sarah Gardner over it.
That's so evil.
Yeah. Jeff's like, where'd you get that t-shirt? Goodwill.
And Shirley sort of like, do you not think that's sending any messages?
Yeah. Pierce would probably be like, I knew Nelson Mandela. Good man. Make some joke about a pub crawl he went on in London or something.
Yeah. Can the joke at the end of the episode be that he never knew him? He just confused him because his name was he was a black man and he was Nelson. Called Nelson.
Yeah, no. At the end of the episode, a black man walks past them when they're on the way to class. Yeah. I thought you were dead.
And everyone's like, that's not Nelson Mandela. You're like, well, his name's Nelson. And he's a black man.
He chases after him to get him to sign Britta's t-shirt. And they're like, why do you even have her t-shirt? Took her out the trash. Okay.
I've run somewhat of have a little sideline opportunity on the internet.
That's even funnier because this is probably only like 10 episodes in. he's barely known it. He's already
and he's
set up an
just like
store.
fishing out her clothes and selling it online. That's so fucked. So Jeff says that, instantly flip-flops, and then Abed points out, Jeff, it's clear that you have a emotional entanglement with Britta and you're trying to change your tune, as you usually do, with your fluid plasticity and understanding of identity. And he goes, Abed, I know it's cute for you to think you know everything, but a man can change his opinion. Shirley's like, you just called her a harlot. You called her a like-hungry bitch. And then Britta's like fuming, and she's like, I won't stand for this. Sarah Gardner stood up for women today. I'm going to stand up too. And then she leaves. And Jeff's like, thanks, guys. It's great to know that you all give a shit about politics.
Do you reckon Jeff's go somewhere could be... I'm still laughing at the Pierce thing.
The man called Nelson.
The fact that we've set up that joke and it's just like a slow ticking time bomb.
Yeah, you know, throughout the episode, can he keep saying increasingly bonkers things that Nelson Mandela wouldn't do? It's like, me and Nelson went paragliding, it'd be great. Yeah, so what's the B plot, by the way? Have we got a B plot? Is the Nelson plot the B plot?
But we could just have it. Pierce and Troy walking around campus and Pierce keeps telling them stories about Nelson Mandela.
Oh, maybe Troy and Abed are doing a paper on historical people and they're like, you knew Nelson Mandela? And they're like, yeah, of course.
Okay.
So then he's like telling them all these stories. Yeah, okay. So at the end, man, when it's just a completely different person. They just wasted a whole day and the paper's due in like an hour. Right, okay, so that's that.
I reckon Annie is in that class as well and is also writing a paper, but she's like just doing it properly.
Yeah, so she like slowly researching it or something maybe as well at the same time.
Maybe she can keep trying to prove that Pierce is lying and he never met Nelson.
Yeah.
But like every time she almost catches him in a lie, he squirms his way out of it.
Yeah, throughout it, where like, no, he mustn't know it. There's no way he actually knows. And then you have some certifiable proof at the end, and you're like, oh shit, he does. So then I think Britta and Jeff are doing their paper on Sarah Gardner.
Yeah, okay. I reckon Jeff had already like locked in who he was gonna do his paper about, but he's like done a quick U-turn. Richard Nixon.
I reckon he did. Richard Nixon. There's like a little protest outside, and he turns up with the top, and he goes, Britta, see? You know, like, I give a shit about women's rights. And she goes, oh, do you now? And she goes, yeah. And he goes, so you seen what Sarah Gardner said? And he goes, yeah, of course, I read everything. I read everything on that Twitter. I'm never off the phone. And he goes, so you see what she said about Muslims in America?
Let's be careful and...
Well, no, the whole point is that she's racist.
Well,
and then they're like, oh.
Could we not keep it simple? And do you remember when Mr. Frog was on the Jimmy Fallon show and he beeped out what he said? Because it was up to the...
Okay, so make it more... so we'll make it more discreet. And she goes,
yeah.
So you've read the most recent thing? And he goes, maybe not. Okay. And he pulls out his phone and his eyes wide. And he goes, that's a lot of...
Yeah, because that's a lot worse. Leaves the viewer to fill in the gaps, doesn't it?
Don't care, Jeff. You don't care about anything. Sarah Gardner lied to us today. Women took a hit today. And then, like, everyone in the protest around them starts booing him. And, like, does he just run away? He runs away, and he's like, I should have fucking stuck to Nixon.
Should have stuck to Nixon. When he's running away, can he, like, bump into Pierce in there? And be like, Pierce, you didn't by any chance know Richard Nixon? And Troy's like, he's ours. Like, we've got him.
He's our treasure trove of knowledge.
And so Jeff just like nopes out of there. He can't be bothered putting up a fight.
Yeah, I reckon Jeff is first to spread a lie. So he shreds a lie that she got hacked. the Sarah Gardner. She shreds a lie in the rumor mill that she got hacked, just so that he can get like points back, even though she's clearly a horrible person.
Now, where does he spread this fake rumor? Like, in the college or online?
Yeah, it's in the college.
Surely he could just hang about in hallways and just go, hey, did you hear that hacking is on the rise?
He announces loud, like, oh, my phone got hacked.
Yeah, that's
and then
more...
loads of racist stuff's got sent.
Wait, he can tweet racist stuff from his account, man. And then...
Fuck's sake. Yeah, so, like, he shows Britta, and he goes... Do you think I would say that? And then Britta's like, you're a bad person, but not that bad.
Yeah, and Pierce can show up and be like, Jeff, I loved your take.
Me and Nelson would have loved that. That's like the first clue.
Troy and Abba just quickly writing it down with a confused face.
So, like,
I feel like we need to wrap this up, man, and have there be a negative payout for Jeff tweeting racist stuff. Because I feel like he needs to be caught for that he wrote that stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to think the B plot and the A plot needs to come together. What if Nelson, the IT guy at the school, you know, like the Nelson that he thinks...
Right,
yeah, so that's it. Britain's like, okay, let's see if it was a hack. And like, we're going to go to IT and, you know, sort this out. And then they all go to IT. And that's when... And that's when Pierce like, oh, Nelson! it's just yeah.
They could just ask Nelson to check the IP address of Jeff's most recent tweets. And I don't know why he has access to this information, but he does. He's just like, no, this came from Jeff's phone.
Yeah, you can probably check that it came from the Wi-Fi or something. The school Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Jeff's like, Sarah Gardner's hacker is in the school?
There's no way! And then Troy and Abba, they're like, you're not Nelson. Are you sure you're not Nelson Mandela? I know you don't look like him at all, but we really need this paper to work.
Man, what if they just change their paper to be about the IT guy?
Oh my god, yeah.
They've done all the research on him, and then they're like...
Yeah, oh, I love that, and they call them like everyday people or something.
Well,
yeah,
the paper could be about like role models, and maybe they could lean into that, how everyday people can be your role model.
Yeah, I like that.
Man, one, why did Greendale hire like a 70-year-old guy as their IT guy?
I love that.
And I don't know why Pierce was hanging out with him throughout the 80s. How did they even connect? You know, it doesn't matter.
That is boss, actually. It's like, why does he even know him? Why did he? That's so funny.
Pierce spent the entirety of the 80s with this random IT guy constantly calling him Nelson Mandela. And he never corrected him.
Man, can we have like a post-credit scene where it's like the 80s and it's him, the IT guy, and actually Nelson Mandela? And then Pierce just got too high.
It's the old Richie double twist.
He was there all along.
He's in all these flashbacks. He's just being slightly out of frame.
Yeah.
Or he's the one who's taken all the photographs.
Yeah. And then like Nelson leaves, and then Pierce turns to him and goes, "Who was that douche?" He just kept hanging around and like practicing speeches. Is he an actor?
Is he an actor? Man, during the 90s, wasn't there like a huge like thing on TV? Like every TV was playing Free Nelson Mandela.
Yeah.
And Pierce just didn't catch any of it.
Pierce is just none the wiser, man.
It was like a worldwide campaign and he missed the entire thing.
That's fucking class. Oh man, that's sick. There's all these flashbacks and then it just pans out a bit and he's just there only to leave. And Pierre's like, "Who is that?" He kept singing this song. He kept singing the song while you were trying to talk to me about your computer jigs.